So I am standing here with Clem, and we are at the Oregon Garden here in Silverton. And I'll tell you, Clem, you have a great job, I think. You actually give tours, and it's from a company called Best Oregon Tours, right?
That's right, William.
So how did you get into that?
Well, by way of introduction, I am the principal and owner of Best Oregon Tours, and we are the premier resource for customized tours throughout the region and along roads less traveled.
Yeah.
And my background is actually in historic preservation, and so I know a thing or two about conservation and stewardship.
So this isn't just really about taking people on tours. This is, you really get some great information about every place you go as well. A lot of good stuff that you can learn from you. If you
Absolutely, William, because our primary focus is that we put people first,
Yeah.
and our knowledgeable guides are well-traveled,
Yeah.
and they're credible experts, and we host guests from all over the world who are really interested in a personal experience.
Well, and proof of that is here at the Oregon Garden. We are standing in front of one of the wonderful old oak trees here, and that's one of the favorite spots you have here, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, is it ever. We have behind us the signature oak tree, which is estimated at 100 feet tall, 23 feet in circumference, and it's more than 400 years old.
That's older than me.
Me too.
That's amazing.
And so if you look at the chronology of that coincides with the Mayflower's landing at Plymouth Rock and the settlement of Jamestown in Virginia.
Wow. So there's, not only is it a beautiful garden here at Oregon Garden, it's also got some great historic plants as well, but there's another place that you really like. So let's take a walk over there and take a look at it real quick, okay?
Sounds great.
So Clem, we took a really short walk from that beautiful old oak here to Lewis and Clark, and there's a connection there, isn't there?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is, William. When Lewis and Clark visited the Northwest, that tree was already 200 years old.
It's amazing. And so what does this part of the garden at the Lewis and Clark part teach us?
Well, what it teaches us is the incredible significance of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
Yeah.
And just to refresh everyone's memory, they were dispatched by then President Thomas Jefferson. They left in May of 1804. They journeyed through the plateau country of eastern Oregon and Washington, along the Columbia Gorge, through the temperate rainforest. And visitors to the Oregon Garden can experience that whole journey in this Lewis and Clark Legacy Botanical Garden behind us. It's just fabulous.
It is fabulous.
I can't express it any other
Well, and you know,
way than that.
we've seen two areas now that are really kind of natural, but one of the great things, if we walk over here, Clem, that is so fun about the Oregon Garden is it also has great structures, fountains, and forms, like this beautiful thing right here.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons that I feel that the Oregon Garden is such a standout.
Yeah.
Of other garden tours that we do. The Oregon Garden really speaks to people at so many different levels. So regardless of people's socioeconomic backgrounds, their environmental ethics, and even their scientific or horticultural knowledge base, there's something here for everyone. And
like the market.
Like the Silverton Market
Perfect.
Garden. Let me tell you a little bit more about this.
Okay.
What a cornucopia of fruits, veggies, herbs. A lot of people don't realize what a huge role agriculture plays in our state, William.
It's really true, isn't it?
Yeah, we're the 10th largest state in the United States, and we produce over 147 different ag crops.
Wow. That's impressive.
It really is. And visitors can see how apples and pears and cherries are being produced, so it's a very important teaching tool for visitors.
And as much as you love the Oregon Garden here in Silverton, you do great tours, though, of so many of the wonderful gardens all over the area. Tell me a little about those.
Well, William, somebody's got to do it. Among my favorites, the Lansu Classical Chinese Garden
Stunning.
in Portland.
Yes.
The Portland Japanese Garden, Deepwood Estates in Salem,
Lovely, yeah.
Hendricks Park in Eugene.
we're so lucky because we have so many beautiful places that we can go and visit.
We really do. And our visitors, I mentioned earlier, are not only from around the globe, but they're really from the neighborhood around the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
And it's astonishing to me how many people we encounter on some of these tours who are natives, they're locals, and they've never been to X, Y, or Z.
And it
So
doesn't even, you don't just do like all-day tours, you even do like half-day tours.
we do half-day tours. And so I think one of the signature things that we go after for people is to provide some insight into the dynamics of nature, history,
Yeah.
art, and culture.
Perfect.
And one can experience that in places like the Oregon Garden and down the hill here at the magnificent Frank Lloyd Wright
That's
House,
so true.
the Gordon House, a world-class destination here.
Well, there you have it. So if you want to learn more about the amazing gardens all over Oregon that you can visit, I can't think of a better place to do it than going to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. You can set up a tour for yourself. Clem, this has been a real delight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.